Hey guys, Aaron here from TechnoGym. So let's get started and build out your Booking 2.0 facility booking system through the My Wellness CRM portal. Now, first things first, we're going to get started. We are logged into the pronex.mywellness.com website, which is where we do pretty much everything as a staff member for our facility, and certainly when we're building out things like a booking system or customizing our app. So first thing we're going to do is start adding our staff members. So we head over to the People tab, and then we click on the Staff Members tab, and this is going to show you a list of the staff members that you already have in your system. Now, we're going to go ahead and add an additional staff member. So if we click on this plus button at the top, and I'm going to add in an account here. So you need to know first and last name of your staff member. You need to know their birth date. You need to know their gender, and you need to know their email address. Now, a little point on the email address, make sure that this email address is correct. If it's not correct and the email doesn't get sent, it's a little bit of a pain and difficult to resolve if you go ahead and build out the full booking system for this staff member. So just double check that you're putting in the correct email address. And the final key is the role. So right now we're going to add coach. I won't go into detail on this right now. We'll talk about that later in the video, and it will become obvious on how it is used. And we click then continue. Now, if your staff member that you're adding already has a TechnoGym ID, whether it's as a member in your facility, whether it is a member or a staff member in another facility, it will display here if the email address is the same. Now, if you have a look here and it looks like the same person, you would go here and click use this. If it doesn't look like the same person, then you would click add a new one, but 9 times out of 10 it's going to be the correct one here, so click use this. Awesome. Now, immediately as you've done that, your staff member that you've added will receive an email that looks almost exactly like this. So what it's going to have is it'll have your company name at the top here. So let's pretend that your company is XYZ Gym. So it'll say XYZ Gym - staff member activation. It'll be from XYZ Gym, and it'll have your logo. So you'll notice that the logo up here would be your logo, and that would be represented on this email as well. And it would say, hi, Dave, in this case, you've joined the My Wellness Cloud as a XYZ Gym staff member. Click here to log in, XYZ Gym. So for all intents and purposes, it appears to the staff member that you've added them. Now, when they click here, it'll open up the website that you see here for that staff member. If they've got an account already, it'll ask them to enter their password. And if they haven't got an account, it'll ask them to create one. Once they've logged in or created an account, it'll log them into the pro website that you're logged into here. Perfect. Now, I'm going to go here just for the sake of keeping this video nice and quick. I'm going to go into a staff member now that I've already added all of the photos and stuff for. But if you ever need to get back into that staff member, it's just here. And again, we are in the People tab under Staff Members and looking at the staff list. So let's go ahead and look at this one here that I've already created. And you can see I've added all the information, and if I head down to public profile, this is the public profile of Aaron Bush in the My Wellness CRM. Now, this image is important here, and this image is important here, and I'm just going to show you where these images look in the app. So this is a little screenshot of the app. And this image here is what shows right here, and also what shows right here. This image here is what shows right here. Now you'll also see that my name, Aaron Bush, in the platform on this side, it is the first name goes second and the last name goes first. But when it goes over to the app, it puts it into the correct orientation. You'll also notice that these skills here, so when we add these skills, they sit inside the profile. They also sit, as you might be able to see, they also sit over the profile picture here. Now, one little point is that if you add too many skills in, it fills this all the way up and you won't be able to see the face properly. So try to pick a few key skills that you have. And if we go down a little bit, so this is inside the staff profile on the app, and you'll be able to see this information here is what's being written under biography. And then as we slide down, we can see the certifications and courses, and finally the pricing that I've added. Now, the reason we add pricing like this under the motto is because in this particular case, this customer won't be using the payment solution through the My Wellness CRM. Instead, their expectation is that the staff member, as a contracted staff member, is going to take their own money once the booking is attended by the staff. So that's why we put the pricing in here. Perfect. So you want to go ahead and build out this profile. Then you want to head back into permissions and notifications. And you want to go ahead and set this information. So most of the time you want to basically turn all of these on. So if they're all on, it just means that they're going to be able to have full control over themselves. However, if you need to, you can switch off some of these depending on your preferences. Awesome. We want to press save. And essentially this customer has been created. Now, actually the final step is we want to go ahead and add available time to the staff member. So how do we do this? Under the calendar tab, we want to add new availability. Now, a little tip is that once you get into here, sometimes you'll find it in this position here, and we can't see the buttons to add availability. So to get to that availability button, all you need to do is head over to the list button here and change it to day or week. I find week a little bit easier. And then we want to go ahead and click on show availability. Now, as you can see, I've already got availability created for this staff member, but I'm going to delete it and show you how to add availability. So once we're here, we're going to click on new availability and we're going to start adding our availability. So we've only got one role on this staff member, so we're going to click on coach. Then we're going to put in the start and finish time. Now I'm going to add first a simple time, and then I'm going to go ahead and add one that's a little bit more complicated. So in this particular scenario, I'm going to say that my staff member starts and finishes at the same time every day, Monday to Friday. So they're going to start at 8:30 a.m. and they're going to finish at 12 for a little lunch break. Okay, and we want to make sure that we select the date so that we don't get caught out. So what I like to do is set the date range to go all the way to the end of the year, which would be usually the 24th. Just so halfway through the year the availability doesn't stop, but this is a preference and it's up to you. Finally, if you have Go Hybrid, you'll also have this functionality at the bottom. If you're wanting to do services that they're going to attend in the facility, you would have at the facility. We'll explain these in a different video. So we go save. And I've done the morning shift for Monday to Friday, and now I'm going to do the afternoon shift. So I'm again going to go new availability. I'm going to add in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I'm going to take off Friday because in this case, this customer or this staff member doesn't work Friday afternoons, and I'm going to add in here again 13, so 1 o'clock going through to 4 o'clock. Now, a trick for young players is make sure when you get into the 24-hour time that you just take an extra double check, because if you accidentally add in here 1 a.m. till 16, it's going to add in a whole bunch more time that you weren't expecting. So just take an extra double check as you're creating it to make sure that you're getting an afternoon time. Perfect. And again, I'm going to change that end date just out till December. Again, that's your preference how you do that. And I'm going to click on save. So now basically the time that I've set up is to say that pretty much every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the staff member is going to be available from 8:30 to 12:30, and from Monday to Thursday from 1 till 4:30. Now, if you want to get a little bit more detailed on this, we definitely can. So we can add in multiple availability. So let's say on Monday and Wednesday and Friday, we have 8:30 till 12:30. And again, we're going to add that time in. Perfect. So this is going to say Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:30 till 12:30. Then we're going to have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1. Oh, nearly got myself there. 1 till 4:30. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but not Fridays, we're going to add in a time from 7 a.m. till 10:30. And again, final point, all the way out until the 24th. Cool. So we want to leave these as they are. There are some other features up here that you can play with if you choose to. Basically, this gives you the ability to have only staff members that can book you for those certain times, or staff and members, which is the most common setting. But I think that setting's pretty self-explanatory if you want to leverage. Cool. So we go save. Now you can see I've added a fairly complicated availability, and as you can see, it's pretty easy to add and manage. Awesome. So guys, what you would do from here is you would go in and complete adding the rest of your staff members. With the role, add them all in as a coach for now, or a personal trainer for now, and we'll explain how that role works in the next video. Awesome.